I should be good. Never felt so much pain.
Yep, that's me. Cold and in pain from trying to ride my bike home. But how did I even get here? Of course, I had to pick my bike up from the dealership. I tried to come yesterday and it literally fell off the trailer and I cracked that mirror, but that's the only damage. Thankfully, so I'm just getting my map set up there to help me with a few other things. They only opened the door like right before I left because I mean it was cold. I kid you not, it was 28 degrees Fahrenheit out, but I decided to do it because if I didn't, I'd have to wait another week and I wouldn't know what the weather or how I would feel was going to be like that week. So I went ahead and did it. I try to play with my mirror, but every bump I hit, it just keeps going a different direction because there's nothing holding that ball joint in place. But so far, I'm enjoying my ride. I've never done a ride of this distance from my home before. Usually they're just around my neighborhood because it is a small motorcycle, but I'm not stressed out about it. Every time I ride, I enjoy it, I'm careful, and this time I got a ton of new features to play with, so I didn't really talk about it in the wrapping video or the seat video, but when I went in, I did have them redo my headlight because I wanted a nicer looking LED headlight, and you know, it looks better. I'll be honest, it looks better. So I had them do that, but while they were there, I had them go ahead and wire this CarPlay system in. I got it off of Amazon for pretty cheap, to be honest. It was like 50 or 60 bucks on sale. Had them wire that in, so when you start it up, it starts up with it. Cool little startup screen. Now this is probably the lowest I've gotten in a turn in a while, or at least it felt like it. I try not to go too low on this bike. I could probably pick it up by myself. When it fell off the trailer, I had somebody help me pick it up because I was stressed out, you know, obviously my bike just fell over, but that was kind of the first major intersection that's a little iffy sometimes going through here, but I was trying to get a full tuck here to try to top out my speed. I ended up getting about 50-52 right here. The cold probably didn't help because I didn't really want to go, but also haven't ridden in a while. So this is the next kind of intersection that kind of sucks sometimes because once you turn, there are railroad crossing tracks to go over, which sometimes can be a little bit of an irritant if you turn too wide or you're not ready. So I stood up a bit, double checked my foot because I felt the actual foot peg grip on their slide. That was not a fun feeling, but I just kind of had fun through here. For the most part, on this whole trip, I didn't really pay attention to my speed because, you know, if I go slower, then I'm going to be in the cold longer, but if I go faster, then I'm going to be colder, but in the cold for less. And they're still pretty early in the ride, honestly, but I already tapped out and I already had to go and change my gloves out. I pulled off here. It's the first spot I could find before I get too far, and yeah, I had to change my gloves. I had regular motorcycle gloves and I just swapped them out for some winter gloves that I borrowed, but it still doesn't help. As seen from the beginning, it just doesn't help, but yeah.
Dude, it's so cold I can actually see my breath. I hope that works. Dude, it sounds like it's running hot, like you. Hold on. Okay, we're switching my music. Okay, my hands are warming up. This does not feel safe.
I'm approaching what is I believe it is now kind of dangerous intersection. I mean, look at those cars, but I do end up calling my mom briefly just to give a little check-in.
Hey, just letting you know I left. I made it to the third intersection. I am freezing, but I'm being careful.
So yeah, that happened, and then this is the next one that kind of goes with the first one, and what happened. It was literally in the middle lane and pit across to go get that guy. That is some dedication. What
the hell?
We're just kind of sat there. That was all dangerous. I didn't think we would make right into it, and so many people not paying attention. But I did enjoy the rest of my ride. Pretty smooth from here, honestly. To be totally honest, but I did still have some issues with the whole menu that we got. So since the Navi's a lower cc bike, 109, I believe I had to take back roads the whole way home because I literally can't go on the highway and two, it's cold. So instead of just taking the feeder and risking it, especially with cops out, I decided to go back way. So I actually never been this way even in the car, but this road was really fun. There was kind of a lot of turns and curves in the road, so instead of just going in a straight line, there's a little bit of leaning here and there. Of course, I turned around to make sure, you know, nobody was there, nobody was going to be in the way, was going to hit anybody, anything like that. But I'm still not going too fast because I still cannot feel my fingers. They're very cold. It's very hard to brake at this point.
I literally can't feel my fingers. I don't know what to do. These gloves aren't helping and it hurts so bad.
So yeah, I'm trying to brake and it's so hard. But I have another roundabout, and once I get through here, I plan to stop to try to, you know, warm up my hands because I need to. I mean, this is bad. I'm like maybe 15 or 20 minutes into the ride because the route it gave me originally is estimated shorter than what it was supposed to. So I just pulled in right here off the road to, you know, figure it out and whatnot. So just trying to text people, let them know I didn't crash, but trying to change gloves,
Ow! I've never felt so much pain.
So yeah, I was complaining like a lot, so I just muted this, but my hands were red and it hurt a lot to get my gloves back on. Felt warm, actually, which was kind of a bigger issue, but I was enjoying this. I also got to see my new wrap in different lights. It's not a perfect wrap, obviously. I didn't expect it to, with it being my first time actually wrapping something with such panels and not, like, I don't have crazy expertise, but it ended up working out well. Going through here, I used to see deer through here at night. You can't because it's not a very well-traveled road, but it is enough that there's 2 lanes and then a big barrier and then 2 lanes on the other side as well. Glad I was already in this lane because of this guy, but I was on the phone with my dad for a while just trying to calm down because
I was turning on heated machine. Was my exhaust that quiet on the phone?
I had a really small slip there, but it wasn't too bad. You probably didn't even notice it. I felt it though. So I just kind of continued on home this way. It was a pretty decent ride. I'm actually in my neighborhood now, like 3 minutes later, so it's really close as it is. I took a cut through. That mirror is not working for me. Instead of just like going up and having 2 more stop signs, I just cut through these houses, turn, and then down this road. I'm about 2 minutes from my house right now, and I could not be happier that this ride is almost done. I know where I am. I knew where I was the whole time, but back roads, new stuff, that sort of thing. But I'm almost home. I'm making the final stretch, and safe to say I will probably never ride below freezing or below 50 degrees again because this was terrible. My hands and feet hurt. I had to wear so many layers, I think 3 layers top and bottom each, because it was just so much and so much cold, and the wind chills made it even worse. Definitely do not ride in 28-degree weather, guys. I don't recommend it at all.
Okay, we made it, guys. I hope she opens the door.
Nice. I like that headlight. Nice. You got your gel on, that's good.
Take them off. 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 Take them off.